I'm back. Rudrance for Black and White Network. Oh, we're going to talk about Lori Lightfoot's Chicago. That's right. Beetlejuice, of course, is on the case. Just don't know what case that is exactly. Case of Budweiser? She doesn't seem like she's quite that cool. So anyway, the mayor, the socialist mayor of Chicago, of course, has been out there. She's on the mayor campaign trail. Because it seems like, for whatever reason, residents up there do not want to try to vote in even an independent like Willie Wilson up there, who said that criminals should be hunted down like rabbits. And for that, I said bravo. It's maybe the most lucid thing I've heard anybody in Chicago involved in politics say in I don't know how long. Somebody that's actually got a clue about how criminals should be dealt with in an area like that is a war zone. You know, every week we try to show you what the weekend gun violence looked like, what the nightmare up there looks like, and it looks like it's dropped some. That's right, 16 shot is dropped. Now, you might be like, dropped? Yeah, 30 last week. 30 last weekend. This time, 16 shot, 2 fatally, but oh, not so fast, my friends. 2 people were killed, 14 others injured, including a 3-year-old boy. That's right. In non-fatal shootings, a toddler and a man were shot early Saturday morning on Chicago's South Side. 52-year-old man was parking his vehicle with the 3-year-old boy in the back seat when someone inside a light green SUV looks like opened fire. The 3-year-old was grazed. And it's this way every weekend. I mean, we've got underage people, underage that are shot all the time. Now, this week's report is a little different. This week's musings about Chicago is a little different. Because this time we have a citizen that actually decided to shoot back. A law-abiding citizen had his home invaded, and he was like, no, I'm not doing this. We're not going out like this. An 80-year-old man stepped up within the confines of that liberal hellhole and the laws they have set forth. He pulled his gun and shot back. 80-year-old shoots, critically wounds alleged Chicago intruder. An 80-year-old Chicago man is hospitalized in critical condition after fighting with an alleged home intruder Monday for shooting the suspect and sending him to the hospital as well. Fox News reported the incident occurred around 10:30 a.m. Monday when an 80-year-old answered a knock at the door. Upon opening the door, 2 alleged intrusion suspects, 1 male, 1 female, lunged into the residence, and the 80-year-old began fighting with the male. The 80-year-old managed to use a gun during the struggle, critically wounding the alleged intruder. The Chicago Police Department noted that the 80-year-old was also hurt. Quote, the victim was battered and sustained several injuries throughout the body and was transported to Resurrection Hospital in critical condition. Our thoughts and prayers go out to that citizen bravely defending himself. NBC5 noted that the 80-year-old is a legal gun owner with a firearm owner's identification card. Another resident in the same area as the 80-year-old praised the elderly man's actions, saying, quote, I think it's great. I think everybody should be able to defend themselves right on within reason, so having something in your home, it's not a bad idea. I don't know exactly what they mean by within reason. Here in Texas, I mean, you know, if we could put a 50 cal inside of our house pointed at the door just in case, we might do it. I'm obviously I kid because I care, but you get the point. It's good to see somebody up there, and this isn't the first one, by the way. Maybe 2 months ago, I did a video where another citizen up there, a law-abiding citizen, had to defend themselves against a repugnant asshole and gun them down, too. Yeah. This guy, I guess the intruder is going to make it, you know. But this guy was able to defend himself, but it sounds like he's in the hospital, so I don't know how well he's going to end up coming out. Hopefully he will be okay at 80 years old. I mean, hell, everything is harder to recover from. We know that. But, I hear stories like this. I get worried about the case like down in Houston where the guy, defended the people in the Mexican restaurant, and then they actually sent that before a grand jury. Why that would have made it that far, I don't know, but that is Democratic leadership out of Houston, Texas. Democratic leadership here. I hope to God they don't come after this old man for defending himself in his home. But we know this day and time, criminals up, victims down. That's the way these Democrats are rolling in these Democratic areas. I mean, would it shock me? I mean, all these criminals that get flooded through by, the police will actually arrest somebody, bring them in. Kim Foxx just rattles them in and out. But they'd go after somebody like this that had, a gun owner's identification card and legally defended themselves. Yeah, it wouldn't shock me if they came after the old man. Crazy. Tell me what you think. Black and White Network supporters, bravo. Peace. I'm out. Till next time. Black and White Network supporters, make sure you go over and check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. 25% off USA First. 25% off USA First. Go now.